Welcome back to Autism at Home, brought to you by us at Early Autism Project Malaysia through our non-profit initiative, The Hope Project. My name is Joshebet Isaacs, and thank you so much for joining us today. This is part 2 of our Building Attention series. In part 1, we talked about the developmental milestones of attention, so that we know what the attention of a typical child should look like at each age. Today, we will begin with the first lesson for building attention, matching. Matching is the ability to know when two items are the same or distinguish when they are different. Matching is known as a basic attention task because you can usually start from as short as a few seconds, then build up the duration. Not only does it build attention span, it is also a precursor to the concept of categorizing, a very important skill we all need. Matching also helps us complete many everyday tasks, be it needing to go get your bottle from the back of your classroom or find your favorite cereal at the grocery store. Essentially matching a picture of something we have in our head to what we see in the real world. So before we go into the materials we need for the matching program, let's take a look at how the skill of matching is broken down. There are actually many levels of complexity to matching, and that's why we need to break it down. Remember the 3 key strategies of ABA? Break skills down is the first, pair with reinforcement, and provide sufficient practice. So please stay with me and let's stay focused. Here is a list of levels of matching we have done with our children at EAP before. Now let me explain what a few of them mean. 3D matching refers to matching two real-life objects that are identical, like a blue cup and a blue cup. This is usually easier because it's so concrete compared to 2D, in which you also match two blue cups, but it would be pictures of them. Now, even within 3D matching, we can further break it down to nested items, which are much easier for a child to match than just 3D items. 2D matching refers to matching two identical pictures, and you can always start with preferred or familiar items such as cars or balls or even iPad. 2D matching then progresses from objects to other concepts like colors, shapes, letters, and numbers. This then progresses from just colors, which is to match identical colors, or shapes, which is to match identical shapes, while shape and color means to match pictures depending on both their shape and color. This can become even more complex with mini pattern matching, but you do want to check if this is age appropriate first though. Then 2D to 3D means to match a 2D picture to its identical 3D version. A skill that is very important, especially when you need to find a particular product in a grocery store and vice versa from 3D to 2D. And non-identical objects means to match two objects that look different, but come from the same category. For example, a husky and a beagle are both dogs, and it makes sense to match them than matching the husky to a Siamese cat. This is usually the last step in matching and more complex, but super important to prepare a child for categorization. So why is matching so complex? Why isn't matching just one level of pictures enough? Mainly because the main purpose of matching is to build attention. We want to ensure that the child's ability to focus and attend is increasing. Providing a variety of matching tasks that are also more and more challenging in nature will give a child the opportunity to expand matching abilities, increase the ability to attend, as well as improve cognitive skills overall. We also do not want to assume that just because a child can do one type of matching means they can do all types. For example, at EAP, we have had children who are confident at matching identical 2D pictures, but then struggle with matching letters. As a result, they later struggle with learning their letters because matching those letters was a prerequisite to be able to read them. So let's just check if you remember which of the 3 basic key strategies this also comes back to. Yep, number 3, providing sufficient practice. Attention is a skill that takes time to build and is needed throughout life. So coming back to this list, some children with autism can get through the whole list quickly. Some may take weeks, some may take months to learn one level at a time. To tell how quickly your child can learn this, you may have to test out random levels with them to get an idea of where their skills are. We will include a free downloadable in our Autism at Home website article if you would like to download and even print matching cards for all the 2D levels. For this lesson, we will use the 3D level as an example when teaching matching, but the method applies for all levels. You will need at least 5 pairs of objects for matching. In this case, 5 pairs of identical 3D objects. Usually, any common household objects will do. Here is how we would break matching down into steps. We teach the child to match each object one by one. Notice how each object has 1 field, 2 fields, or 3 fields in bullet points. 1 field means to match just 1 object to 1 object, that's it. 2 fields means to match 1 object to 2 choices of possible objects. For example, matching a fork when there is a fork and a cup on the table. We do this to check if a child can really discriminate what they're looking at. This principle applies also to 3 fields, which means to match 1 object to 3 choices of objects. So how do we teach matching? If it is 1 field only, we will give the child the object they need to match. Then say match. This is the instruction and is very important initially for the instruction to be short, simple, and consistent. We want the child to be able to really recognize the instruction and follow it. When the child matches the correct object, we immediately verbally reinforce them with labeling the item, like saying bowl. Saying the name of the item instead of just saying well done helps them learn the vocabulary at the same time. Repeat this procedure 2 to 3 times and of course, reinforce your child for a job well done. Now let's see this in action.
Match. Bowl, very good. 2 more times. Match. Bowl, well done. 1 last time. Match. Bowl, well done. Here you go, ready? It's the drum. Ooh.
If it is 3 fields, 1 item to 3 choices, we do the same procedure but mix up the locations of the target objects like this.
Match. Cup, very good. All right. Match. Bowl, well done. Match. Plate, very good. Good job. Here you go. Ring, ring. Press here. There you go.
Mixing up the target objects is important so the child does not learn to match to the same location all the time. So that's how we teach the first basic attention task, matching. As a child progresses through the targets, you will increase the difficulty level by the different types of matching items, but also increasing the fields of matching. Some children even go up to 12 or 16 or even 30 items to match at a time. This more advanced matching is called scanning, and a child learns to scan the area in order to match accordingly. Hey, but don't stop there. The last most important step of learning a new skill is generalization. We've talked about how matching is important in everyday life. So try applying matching in a natural context for your child. Play a matching game together. If your child can hold a pencil, try doing matching worksheets together. Or what about naturalized matching in a look and find book? Or even more challenging, try giving them a simple picture-based grocery list or scavenger hunt when you go shopping with the pictures of what you will need. Just remember to break it down. Maybe just 3 to 5 items initially on the list.
Pop quiz. Ellie's mother has been teaching Ellie matching for many weeks now. The chief follows the procedure exactly, getting Ellie to match identical pictures, but Ellie still makes several errors. What might be the possible cause? Ellie needs more practice, she needs different pictures, she should learn 2D to 3D matching first, or she should learn 3D to 3D matching first. Even in situations when practice is strong, the skill must still not be too challenging for the child. It is possible Ellie is not fluent in 3D to 3D matching and should do that first before doing the much harder 2D to 2D matching. Jack and his father are practicing matching. He is matching single shapes at the moment. One day, Dad accidentally puts out a picture of a ball and Jack matches a circle to the ball. What should Jack's father do? Repeat the procedure with the correct picture, test to see if Jack can match other categories, do previous categories as practice, or start a different program. At first, it seems like Jack made a mistake, but it could also mean he matched the circle to the ball because he saw they were the same shape. Dad might want to check if Jack can match other advanced categories like shape and size or shape and color.
Well, now it's your turn. Some children already have the skill of matching. So if you're not sure if your child needs to learn this skill, try testing a few items out with them from the demonstrations in this lesson. If you have identified your child needs to learn matching, try teaching each level of matching in sequence, always being mindful they may need to learn them all or only learn some. Finally, generalize the skill of matching by incorporating it into your daily activities with your child. Thank you so much for watching our lesson on matching. In the next lesson, we will look at file folders, which are a bit like a more advanced version of matching. But once a child has learned it, also becomes an excellent way for them to occupy themselves meaningfully. Here is a sneak peek of what file folders look like.
Do work. Well done. Here you go, your slime. Squish. Squish, squish.
If you haven't already, do check out our free online resource platform, Autism at Home, which has all the corresponding articles and downloadables for you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook to stay updated. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon.